righty-ho. I'm stuck in traffic. I'm hoping that it breaks up. I'm hoping that I start this video and then I won't be able to finish it because the traffic will ease up and I'll be able to actually drive to work. I hope everybody's having a great day. I haven't made a vloggy kind of video in a while. I guess I'll be talking a little bit about my sleep medication journey today. I'm having trouble, okay? I'm 100% overcommitted, activity-wise. And it's not just that I'm perceiving it that way, it's that literally if you look at my calendar, you'd be like, all right, when do you poo? Yeah. And so I'm having a hard time figuring out where I remove activities, and when I put myself, when do I put myself first? And so I'm trying to do that. The problem is that I'm not sleeping. So I made an appointment to go to the doctor 2 weeks ago. And I was diagnosed with high blood pressure for the first time. And I do have high blood pressure genetically in my family, both sides. So I had a feeling that my blood pressure was high, but it wasn't that. The doctor had specifically said, your blood pressure is hospital high. And I went, what? He said, yeah, this is not weight-related blood pressure problem. This is 172 over 112. And I went, oh my God. He said, yeah, you need to sit here for a few minutes. And he waited 15 or 20 minutes and took my blood pressure again, and it had gone down. It didn't go down all the way. So he put me on medication, which is a little bit of a slap in the face for me. I like to think of myself as being a very healthy person. Sure, I have a couple of ounces to lose, but I exercise a lot. I don't do, formal exercise as often as I want to. I end up going to the gym 3 times a week. And then I also work physically for a living. I also clean my house. I also do the grocery shopping. I also try to park far away from the front of the store so that I'm walking through the parking lot. I walk to and from my kids' school 2 or 3 times a week. That's a full mile, that kind of thing. I'm very physically active. And I'm physically active with an artificial hip, which is really tough to do. And I have to work around that also. I eat a lot of vegetables. I don't eat maybe as much fruit as I should. I don't drink as much water as I should, but I don't eat a lot of fried foods. I don't eat candy. I don't eat cake. I will occasionally have sugar-free ice pops or something like that. Do I eat a lot of food? Yeah. I have a little bit of a portion control thing. If I end up eating 2,500 calories a day, even on days that I don't exercise, you end up looking like me. You end up being about size 14, Sometimes I can wear a 12, sometimes 16 feels real nice, but, So he said, no, this is not a lifestyle problem. This is actually an anxiety problem. And thankfully I'm not feeling it right now, but I also told him that every day towards the middle of the day, I start to feel this tightness in the front of my throat. And he was like, yeah, that is anxiety. That's, because he was feeling around. I said, it feels like swollen glands. He's like, you don't have swollen glands. And the fact that it starts every day in the middle of the day means that it's as I'm failing at all the activities that I've committed myself to, that's when I start to feel, this tightness. It doesn't interfere with anything. It's not that I can't breathe. It's just, I'm conscious of this restrictive sensation in the front of my throat, my neck. I also am not sleeping at all. So he gave me Trazadone. He gave me blood pressure medication. And I started on the blood pressure medication. I've only missed 1 day in the past 2.5 weeks. I don't feel anything. It's supposed to be a blood pressure medication that's very mild, and it also has a tiny little bit of sedative in it so that it just chills you out. It's I think he said it's designed for people who have more of an anxiety related blood pressure problem. Okay, starts with an M. Don't remember what it is. And then he also gave me the Trazadone, which I took for 3 nights, didn't sleep for 3 nights, and then being hit with a baseball bat, I had suicidal thoughts. Now, I don't mean to laugh about it, but even when I was a 15-year-old miserable girl going through puberty and being, terrible and hormonal, I never had suicidal thoughts in my entire life. And so we took that medication and we threw it out the window. I called the doctor and they wrote me a prescription for Ambien, which I have taken in the past with success. So now it's been about a week. I don't allow myself to take the Ambien more than 2 nights in a row. There was one night that I didn't take the Ambien that I slept anyway. But like last night, I didn't take it because I had taken it 2 nights in a row and I didn't sleep. I slept from like 10 to 12. And then I was up for an hour and then I slept from like 1 to 2. And I've been up since 2. So kind of sucks that I have to take fucking sleep medication every single night. I refuse to. But sleeping 3 or 4 nights a week as opposed to sleeping never, it does make a difference. First, like I always was under the impression that I was not the person that needed the 7 or 8 hours of sleep. Oh no, not everybody needs all that sleep. Some people run just fine on 4 hours of sleep. Well, you know what? When you get the 7 or 8 hours of sleep, holy shit, there was a couple of days last week where I got so much done, it was insane. My productivity level was so high. And even though I had so many commitments and I was still feeling that anxiety, I was able to keep a level head about it and put one foot in front of the other. And when you sleep enough, that is one of the benefits. You are able to put one foot in front of the other instead of saying, well, if I can't jump with 2 feet at the same time, I'm just going to be paralyzed. I'm just going to sit here. Because that's what ends up happening to me. I have so much on my plate that I get paralyzed. So my sleep is, I'm working on it. I have a plan. I'm having like a program, that I'm working with my doctor. So my doctor wanted to see me 1 month after the appointment, and I have that appointment already scheduled, which is great. I'm not somebody who sits around and waits for things, okay? I don't wait for medical conditions to go away. I like to be proactive. I like to do Western and Eastern medicine at the same time. So I think maybe I need to go for some acupuncture. My health insurance probably covers it, but I have to get a referral. So I'm going to be talking to him about that. I'm also going to be talking to him about medical marijuana. I haven't been high in 18 years. So my body is really not familiar with THC, CBD, none of that. It's going to be weird for me to do that because I'm not somebody who sits and tokes on a bowl or anything like that. That's just not my style. That might have been me years ago, but not for a long time. So I'm going to talk to him about maybe doing edibles or something. It really scares the shit out of me, actually, to be perfectly honest with you. Because I haven't done that. So anyway, there's my little sleep journey so far on Friday, May 24th. Tomorrow's my husband's birthday. If anybody has any questions or any input, go ahead and put it below. Why don't you tell me to take melatonin? Why don't you tell me to take magnesium? I've never thought of that. Kava kava, St. John's wort. Sure, I'll do it. Please. If you would like to tell me what you do for sleep, that's great. I'll see you guys later. Bye.